Hello again, everyone. We're back again to work on the 26 bullet journal, 2026 bullet journal. And so I am just going to be working on doing stenciling and getting these things ready, getting these pages ready. So join me as I carry on. All right. And I will see you at the end of doing the stencilings for the months. Hello again, everybody. I'm back and ready to start the next portion. You can see that I've finished the month just preparing these. I did all 12, you'll see as we go along. And then now I'm going to work on my best moments and then the mood trackers. So I found this stencil that I had from years ago, and I'm gonna just have like 9 little call out boxes that I'm going to just stencil in here. And the kind of pen that I'm using, this is a Muji pen with a 0.38 nib. I really love them. They're nice and thin, and I've just gotten used to the precision of them. I love it. Ooh, there's my alarm. Time to get a little bit of standing up going. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go and do my squats and then I'll be back. I like my stuff not so completely aligned, you know? Like, I like it to be a little jagged in terms of positioning. You know, this was actually quite a really good exercise for me last year, because it was the first time that I had really kind of highlighted some of the things that I did, you know, the achievements. Like when I was working and I had my teams that I led, I would do that for them. But on a personal level, that was not something that I did. So it was something that was really, really good, you know? It was really good to actually do that for me, Heather. Heather Rose, the person. I think I was a really good boss. What I like to do is to remember all the little things that people did to get them to where they were in terms of whatever they were trying to achieve. And invariably when it came to review time, they wouldn't have accounted for those things. And I would make sure to change their performance reviews to include the stepping stones that got them to the ultimate goal of whatever it is that they achieved. And we achieved it together as a team, you know, but those things I love to do. So doing this was reminiscent of that, and kind of sitting down with myself and saying, okay, what here are some of the things that went well, and likewise I was able to say to myself, you know, here are those incremental things that helped me to be able to make a decision to go forward with whatever I needed to get go forward with. So I was very happy. Overall, I have to say that this bullet journal, my setup was for me, right? I loved it. I think there were a few times where I felt overwhelmed. That's because I was introducing some other agendas to my world, and I've been a Franklin planner girl for, I don't know, for years. I feel like since I was a little, but I know I didn't find out about Franklin until I was in my early 20s. But nonetheless, it was, straight lines, and all the decoration was already done for you. And now I'm on this creative journey with agendas and bullet journals, and it's refreshingly different, and at the same time humbling, because it takes a lot of work to put this together, and not only putting it together but to utilize it in a way that's going to be beneficial to me. And it actually was quite beneficial to me last year. I mean, that's why I'm doing it again. It's very much worth all the efforts that it takes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just finish up here, and then I'll be back. All right, see you later. Okay, we're back. I'm back. And so I just want to flip through and show you guys what I've done so far. I've got my best moments, and I've got my stenciling done. My best moments and my stenciling. And I strung them together for a few months, but then I'm gonna wait and see how the months go on, how that month goes on, to see whether I'll string them all together, because some things might be disjointed, and it doesn't really matter. I was doing it for decorative purposes. So all of these have been set up, right? I really like it better when my pages are set up for my agenda. There's so much to think through. I really treasure the opportunity to be able to do this. And so, yeah, I'm just doing a flip through for you guys so that you can see and feel free to go into the settings and slow down the pace at which I'm flipping through if you need that. Yeah, feel free to do that. Also, for those of you who are joining me for Coffee and Craft, please let me know if I need to bring the stencils, and I will make sure that I bring all my stencils with me so that you guys can use them for this particular activity in getting your bullet journals ready for the coming year. And let me know in the comments if you guys would like me to do a YouTube live. I don't know how to do it, but I'll learn. If you guys want it, I will absolutely learn. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next steps now. Next steps will be to put my mood tracker. Again, this is the stenciling part, so that's why I saved all the stenciling for the same day. So this is January, I think. Yeah, this is January, and then I'll go through and do the months and all that kind of stuff. This is January, so I've got reasons to be proud, notes, best, and so I'm going to put the mood tracker here. I think I'm going to start off with this one, and of course January has 31 days. I'm going to just randomly put leaves to get to my 31. I don't need to, it's just going to be random. I might even put the numbers in there before, so I know where I'm going. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna just go back and then just outline them. What I've used for, I've used gel pens to fill in my my mood trackers. I like that because there's a little bit of texture to it, and I like the way that it looks, and I like the way that it feels, and also it's very therapeutic to do. So I got these Archer and Olive acrylograph pens. Not really fond of them, but well, at least the first set that I got then a different set later on, which is a lot easier to maneuver. I don't know if those are acrylograph. I think those are actually gel pens. But feel free to use whatever you have available to you to use if you're going to do this. I thought about not doing it, but then you know what? I really like to see the proportion of days that are associated with whatever mood I use in my index, and yeah, I think that's helpful to me to see. I don't see the numbers anymore because it's gone, because it gets covered over. But what I like to see is I like to see the number of days that I'm contented and peaceful, versus the number of days that I'm having a low day or a sad day. And so I really like being able to look at that and say, okay, this was a really good month, or man, this was a really tough month. And then, it helps me to think, through things. Maybe it's the memorial of my, either one of my parents that are deceased, or it's just a tough time remembering something that might have happened during a certain season. And so I really like being able to at a glance look and see how it's going. And also, as I'm progressing through the month, what I'm able to do is see, how's it going? Where's my mental health, during this particular period of time? Am I doing okay? Do I need to, reach out and get some additional support for, whatever? I don't know what it might be, but whatever. Yeah, I think for the most part, I'm a pretty happy camper, but there have been times where I saw like almost 50% of my month was sad. And that made me sad just thinking about it. So there we go. That's the first month done. So this is 1 month that's almost completely done, but at least the mood tracker is done. And now I'm going to go through, I have my stencil set aside that I'm going to use. I'm going to go through and do the rest, and then I will see you guys on the back end. Alrighty, see you in a bit. I found this really cool tree that I'm working on. I like it. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. I am going to finish filling in the whole stencil. And what I do is with the little, the little parts that are not numbered, normally what I'll do is I will fill in whatever, whatever my index color is associated like with one, because my emotions oftentimes spill over. And so it helps me to see that things that are in proximity to me and my mood will get affected. And so it's just a visual thingy that, I don't know, I think it's helpful to me. I'm trying all things to just keep my mental health strong. That is what I'm doing. That is my goal. And if these little visual helps are helpful to me, then I'm doing it. So I just want to share those little tidbits along the way. I'm old, I've journeyed quite a bit, and I just want to share. So if it's useful to you, take it. If it's not, leave it. I've learned a lot from a lot of people. I've imitated a lot of things. That's how I learn and grow. Some things work, I try them and they work out well, and then I make it mine, and then other things not so much, and I leave it. And that's what I tell my kids too. My young men, I said, take what you can from me and then leave what serves you no purpose. Because ultimately you have to decide and have your own convictions about things. But if I can be of help to anybody who's listening, this might be a great visual, so that where there's self-restraint needed in terms of emotionalism, in terms of being overly emotional, or what I consider emotionally debaucherous, then know that that is going to have an impact on all the people around you. So there we go. That is March. Moving on. Okay, guys, I'll see you back in another little bit. Bye. This thing doesn't click. The clicker doesn't. Okay, welcome back. It's actually taken probably a couple of hours. I wish I would have timed it, really. I did not. But yeah, let's just do a quick flip through of where we're at. We have the stenciling done for the month. This is June, because this calendar starts for me in June. I'm going to be making some boxes here, doing some writing, so there's some additional things that I'm going to be doing. Got a gratitude tracker. What was added today was the best moments and the mood tracker. Again, July is done. Best moments and the mood tracker. August. Best moments and the mood tracker. September. Best moments and the mood tracker. October. Best moments and the mood tracker. I really tried to fit 9 on each one, but because I added this reflective element in here, sometimes I couldn't get all the 9 boxes in there. And then we have the mood tracker. November. And then we have the mood tracker. I like this element here. I just used one stencil and just did it over and over. December. I really like how December came out. That really looks good. It looks holiday-ish. And then I've got my little dachshunds with their winter sweaters on. And then we've got the mood tracker and best moments. January. Best moments and a mood tracker. I like using one stencil with flowers and just, you know, picking the petals, picking as many things as I can. I'm gonna put an index on the bottom there for specific colors, so you guys will see that when we go back to the old February. And the mood tracker and best moments, March. Best moments and the mood tracker. I like this kind of mathematical symbols, if you will, the circles and the hectagons. I think it's hectagon, right? 66. Okay. And then April and mood tracker and best moments. And then the May that I kind of left off by mistake is here. And we've got best moments and the mood tracker. Okay, and so that is what we have for today's work. I will continue working and I will see you again soon. Bye. Okay guys, so that was January that I just did. Now I'm gonna do it for all 12 months. I've got my picks on how I want to present, and so we'll go forward. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.